I am just wondering, both mentally and physically, it's obviously been a very long day for you. So I wanted to check in and see how you're feeling and if you feel any sense of relief knowing that you're moving on to next week.
Yes, for sure. I'm happy that, Cody gets to do Britney week and he's gonna just go out there and just show him how it's done, really. So I'm not worried about that. I'm definitely excited for Cody for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting because although we weren't dancing today, my body got a little bit of a break. So physically, I've had a little bit more rest, but I think like the mental and emotional kind of drain and baggage from this roller coaster has really taken its toll. So I'm glad to kind of get a night's sleep and start on Brittany week tomorrow and kind of like put this chapter behind us and just keep
Yeah.
sending that good energy and love to Cheryl as she goes through this COVID diagnosis.
Absolutely. And Cheryl, how are you feeling physically right now?
Oddly, I feel fine. Like I feel weirdly normal. I am a little congested. Yesterday for sure hit me pretty hard. But pretty hard meaning like I'm not in the hospital, thank God, right? But I'm like definitely I was congested. I was like a little bit achy. I got a good night's sleep last night, so I do feel fine. Um, I mean, I would say if I wasn't diagnosed with COVID, I could totally rehearse, right? Like, but obviously that is not the case, unfortunately. So.
And with Cody, we're assuming that he'll probably be getting a new partner to dance with, right? I'm sure we can't say very much about that, but are you going to be watching on Zoom, Cheryl, giving him
Girl,
tips?
of course, I'm gonna be the ultimate dance mom, for sure.
That is amazing. And what tips do you have going into Brittany week? Anything off the top of your head?
Don't forget that you're doing a cha-cha. It's one of the Latin dances, but still like live and do Britney. You do you, boo boo. But then we gotta do some cha-cha.
Absolutely. And Cody, you're like a huge Britney stan, right?
Absolutely, my one and my number one forever and always.
Oh my gosh. So what does it mean to you to be dancing to a Britney song next week? Your queen.
I'm just so excited. You know, Britney's had an amazing career musically. She's had, you know, an interesting life. So I'm happy to do her proud and to represent her well. And I'm just so excited to literally live my Britney Spears VMA performance fantasy that I've dreamed of doing since I was, I don't know, 12. So I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Is that a tease for us? A little tease for the audience?
I cannot deny nor confirm.
Maybe.
That is amazing. I'm very excited to see that. And I hope we get a little BTS on the show of Cheryl being the dance mom that we all need in our lives. That sounds
For
amazing.
sure.
Cheryl, I wanted to ask if I'm sure you've gotten a lot of support, but what has it meant to you to get, so many people reaching out and wishing you well, whether it be people on the show or just fans of the show? I know everyone is wishing you a speedy recovery.
It means so much to me. I mean, this is where like social media is great, right? Like everybody has been amazing. They've been, wishing me well and I said this in another interview. I've got like a year supply of chicken noodle soup people keep sending me. And it's been nice and to know, I guess, that like people are there rooting for us and wanting me to get better soon. And everybody wants love in their lives, right? So it's always nice to have some positivity and love. So
Absolutely. And we know when you come back, you're going to come back stronger. But the last question, the last
No
question I
pun
wanted
intended. No pun intended.
um,
stronger.
from my
Love
lips.
that.
Okay.
Love that word. Stronger. Yeah.
But the last thing I wanted to ask you is you did decide, obviously it would have been shared probably regardless, but you decided to share that video of you on Instagram and it was very real and vulnerable. So why did you decide to share the news in that way and open up to the audience like that?
You know, Actually, this is something that doesn't come naturally to me, right? Like, I'm not like, let me bust out my phone and just do it. No, I think it was subconsciously, honestly, I think it was more about wanting people to understand that how serious this is when it comes to COVID, because I know there's a lot of mixed opinions and assumptions out there, right? But it is a real thing. And even if you are fully vaccinated, it's just to show people too to take precaution. This is something not to mess around with. And when people say, we just want to go back to the way it was, and unfortunately, that's just not the case. So everyone needs to be careful and mask up, and try to avoid as much, I guess, going out into the public as possible, I guess. I mean, really, you just don't know. You don't know if it's going to affect you or not. So you might as well take precaution.
Got it. Well, thank you so much. We wish you a speedy recovery. Cody, we can't wait to see you do Britney proud next week. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.